Sorry about that one, adventurer. I need to brief you.
Seems we have a pest problem of sorts.
Ho there, friend. I know the path of scribing beckons. You're no doubt hoping to contact the Griffin Luminary. Unfortunately, it seems we have a page thief in the Scalarium. Just so. We were cataloging tomes and left the fable unattended for just a moment. Then from the other room, we heard yips and snarls and found it torn apart. Nalia is already at work trying to find an alternative to the missing pages. The East Wing, looking for anything Ulfsild might have left behind about the Griffin. Hopefully she'll get you pointed in the right direction. My deepest apologies. This was a grave error on my part, but it won't happen again. Don't worry. A few wards around the library and we'll make sure the page thief doesn't strike again. In the meantime, perhaps Nalia has found something left behind by Ulfsild over in the East Wing. It's going well. I'm not usually the type to work at a desk, but it's been interesting to walk the halls and see all the different titles. From what Julian and Anard have said, this place is a treasure trove of knowledge. A section dedicated to cookbooks from the First Era, shelves of poetry from Atmora, and a startling number of bawdy limericks stacked up in a pile of chapbooks. Archmage, I'll help Julian and Anard set up wards. This won't happen again on my watch.
Good, you're here. Give it a listen.
I can already feel the pull on Ivea. Nothing we can do now will outpace the greed of a Daedric prince. I know that this situation is hard to accept, but I wish the Griffin and the Fox would understand. This isn't a fight we can win.
She sounded so sad. Losing Ivea and the Scalarium to the whims of Sheogorath must have been devastating. And it sounds like the Griffin didn't much like it either. I'd heard you were assisting the Master of Incunabula with a special project. Helping Shalador himself. Very impressive. Ulfsild was just as talented as her husband. Almost every ward is holding. Which makes our interloper all the more confusing. I managed to catch sight of our pest just before you arrived, and it's... well, it's a fox. Possibly the fox Ulfsild mentioned in the Echo? It was enormous and seemed intelligent. Honestly, it looked very surprised to see me. We're all in above our heads here. Don't look to me for answers. Luckily, our foxy friend might have helped us out. When he saw me, he dropped one of the pages. It's the first page to the fable, with Ulfsild's notes clear as day. Ulfsild must have left it behind with the annotations already visible. For some reason? Maybe if you meet that fox, you can ask him about it. I put it on the table just over there. Give it a look. Ulfsild's handwriting is on every tome in here, but she wasn't eager to share much of herself with history. As for the Griffin, he seems to come off as a strong personality, but with a bit of an interesting soft spot. That fox she mentioned. Well, if the griffin is the stout defender Ulfhild's notes make him out to be, you'd think he'd take a dim view to thievery. But apparently this mighty griffin and this clever fox got along as thick as... well, thick as thieves. Ulfhild's notes make him out to be something of a knight in the mold of the ancient orders. Strong, true, and unyielding. Let's hope he's willing to talk to some interlopers before he charges into battle. I think she felt there were more important things to write about. She seems very driven, in her echoes in the notes. Compelled by her quest to understand scribing and the luminaries, to leave behind a legacy. And you're off like a racing frog. Let me know if you want to confer about the directions in the fable. I'm so glad we were able to overcome this little hiccup. That first page should be enough to get you going. I just hope you'll find some clue that will lead you to the next set of walls. I'm not too familiar with the Rift, but I do know that the Treva is a river that splits the hold. Maybe follow it south from the Molten and see what you can find? Just remember, what was a castle overlook back then might just be ruins now. Julian and Laren are working to strengthen our wards. If it was the fox stealing the pages, perhaps there'll be enough to catch it when it returns. And of course, if you need help with something, come back here and I'll do what I can. Something about those names. Gray and Saria. They seem familiar, but I can't imagine I've read this. Maybe the fable was the basis for one of my mum's many bedtime stories? She had scores of them for every season and mood that took her. Julian and Laren are working to strengthen our wards. If it was the fox stealing the pages, perhaps there'll be enough to catch it when it returns. And of course, if you need help with something, come back here and I'll do what I can. let's go fast.
Gonna gut him when I find him. scared. I'm a friend, I think. Oh my gosh, I was right. You're trying to fix Ulfsild's library. You're trying to talk to the Griffin, aren't you? I am so sorry about tearing all the pages out of that book. I got excited. Oh, that happens sometimes. And it's what I'm good at. The stealing, I mean. Let's start over. I'm the fox. Ulfsild said one day people might try to break in. When I saw you sniffing around, I thought I'd try and protect my friend. That's why I stopped hiding. When I got close, I could smell the Indrik on you. If the Indrik thinks you're good, then you're good. That guy knows good. I see now I was just holding you back. Let me make it up to you. About that, I took quite the mouthful of pages. And then I dropped one when your friend Nalia, was it? Oh, when she saw me. So, I thought it best to hide the other pages near the other wards. Good news, though. I hid one right here. Great. I've got my own way to get about. I'll see you at the next location. let you go.
Finest quality merchandise.
You're so much quicker than I was expecting. I thought I'd have to come out and show you where it was. Oh, I'm one step closer to talking to the Griffin again. Oh, the best of friends. He's not the best conversationalist right now, but just wait. When he's back to his normal self, he'll be a joy to talk to. Just one more key fragment to go. Oh, right. Yes. So, I dropped it. I was down by the water taking a drink when a great large cat spooked me. I didn't think cats got that big. I think it's still down there. Find the big cat by the water, and I bet that page will still be there. I believe in you!
Quality and variety. Come see for yourself. This is taking longer than I thought.
And up we go! Back we go!
This place gives me the creeps.
built in here. Let's be quick. That's 3, right? You've really got a knack for this kind of thing. Is it possible? Have you ever been a fox? Where I come from, folks become foxes and foxes become folks. It's a thing. I was just curious. Anyway, you're so close to meeting the Griffin. With this last page, you should have the whole fable put back together. Right! And good timing. All this jumping around has got my paws yelping. You go find your door, I'll head back to the Griffin, and we'll get him talking. Yay! And ding, ding, ding. Here you go.
Glad we managed to beat that one.
You made it! Griffin, this is the new friend I was telling you about. They're going to help you out. Welcome to the Wing of the Griffin. As you can see, the Griffin himself isn't quite ready to talk just yet. I've kept him company ever since the library disappeared. I'm not sure if he can hear me in there, but I talk to him every day. Oh, you should have seen him. Wings spread so wide that he could block out the sun. The Griffin was ready to take on Sheogorath all by himself. Ulfsild was the one that stopped him, froze him here like this, to keep him safe. Ulfsild knew that in a fight between a Luminary and a Daedric Prince, the Griffin would lose. He's probably mad at her. But I'm grateful. I don't know what I would do if I didn't still have him around. And now you're here! Ulfsild conjured up a mighty blizzard to freeze him and hung the magic on a ward she left behind. You should be able to dispel it just like you do the other wards. Just so you know, he might be a little grumpy. Sorry in advance.
I remember you, my friend. Don't worry. I just been holding that in a long, long time. Mortal, greetings and defiance. My companion has clearly adopted you, but then he's always seen the best in people. Why should I stay my claws? I have been trapped here for a very long time, mortal. I did not feel the full passage of time, but I know it's been many years. I know Ulfsild is dead, and I know what happened to Ivea. You can tell Ulfsild's mate he is an old fool, and a Daedric prince of nonsense. Bah, you have a Luminary's apology. This has not been an easy awakening. Once, my feathers were armor, my talons cut stone, and my beak could rend the sky itself. Ah, focused, driven. You remind me of Ulfsild, but I suppose that's to be expected. Give me a moment to gather my thoughts, mortal. Place the fable upon the dais, and if you want, speak to my companion. He'll be eager to chat, no doubt. It's so good to be able to stretch my limbs, to breathe deep again. I need to go flying soon to truly shake off this chill. But first, we have business, you and I. The other luminaries concern themselves with challenges, riddles, frippery, and dalliance. If you wish to earn my trust, my strength, know it takes heart to protect, to shield those that do not have the strength to defend themselves. I chose to be a bulwark against the hordes, and I'll ask you to do the same. I will summon a list of safeguard tasks. Complete the ones that appeal to you. I will rally my strength, and we will see what happens next. Injustice did not rest while I slumbered. Your time will be well used on these tasks. And while you are gone, the fox and I will have some time to catch up. I missed him dearly. He is loyal, perhaps to a fault. A quality that we both share. When we first met, he was attempting to save a life, and I felt compelled to intervene. Just another creature to protect, sheltering beneath my wings. I would call what we have a partnership, if he had any interest in making decisions. He is fiendishly clever, and unless I'm mistaken, I would not be talking to you today if not for him. Our differences, I think, do not weaken us, but instead make us stronger. I act as a shield for the weak. He aids me in my calling, and we enjoy our time together. What else would you ask for in a companion? In a friend? I am not so old as the Indrik, not so young as the Netch. I was born from another's death, a great sage who stood against a terrible enemy and burned them out from within. A mighty and beautiful spell that cost them their life. The casting required a lengthy ritual, a vast pool of magicka, built day upon day, only to rush forth into a great flood. When the dam burst, there was still a great reservoir left behind, one that coalesced, distilled into me. Elves have carved the shape of winged beasts since before mankind existed. I am a symbol, and top of mind or not, symbols have meaning. So I am the Griffin, sharp of talon and beak, wings to block the sun, justice incarnate. The circumstance of my existence is strange, to say the least, but my power, my strength is a gift. From Magnus, from Aetherius, choose as you will. That is a gift that I could honor. Or I believe it is what we choose to do that defines us, not where or how we are born. When I see cruelty against the weak, when I know my gifts can make a difference, I step in. How could I not?